Here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Breeze. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now, the Los Angeles Rams, they continue to be a great story this season. A solid team. That wonderful start, although they did lose Week 9, obviously, to New Orleans. So the 72 Dolphins celebrated again.
Yeah, they got a chance to hug it out and still be the last team to go undefeated in modern football. 17-0 that team was, but let's face it, no one shedding any tears for the Rams after that loss to New Orleans. They still have weapons galore on offense, a stout defensive front led by Aaron Donald, leading their division. They're aiming for the playoffs, and as all their moves in the offseason and during the season picking up Dante Fowler Jr. to rush the passer, they're shooting for the Super Bowl.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
17.
Now Goff on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So 2 quarters down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punt.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 46 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Breeze now. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Breeze again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21. Got it.
To throw, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball? Exactly
right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
11. Ready. I'm waiting.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Easy.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Breeze now to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Gurley. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he stopped immediately there. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
17.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Breeze is looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run there, 8 yards, gets him much closer to the end zone with 4th and goal looming. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.